keep moving. We're staying seated today, and we're working the whole body. Nice and smooth, curling the water bottles up and extending the foot out and down, contracting the thigh. Coordination is extremely important as we age. Thinking about maneuvering through days, this is great. Very challenging, very rewarding. Good. Nice and smooth. Don't move too fast. Don't move too slow either, though. Thinking about real daily movements. Good. Oh, very good. I'm going to set these down. I'm going to grab this cane in here. I'm going to hold it overhand. I'm going to extend my arms, but they don't need to be too locked up there. And I sat in between the corners of my counter here, and we're just gently rotating. And as to prevent myself from hitting the counters, I'm bracing my core and gently rotating through my shoulders. I can feel it in my abdomen. Hopefully you can. If anything feels uncertain, please ask your doctor. But these are nice, gentle exercises, so hopefully they can help. Good. Nice and smooth. Just kind of twisting. My feet are planted. My toes are wiggling. Life is normal. Good. Hit my elbow. Boom. Boom. Good. And we keep thinking about the tension we build in our neck. So we're going to sit at the edge of our stool. Keep our chest upright, not overly. And we're just thinking about turning our nose around an imaginary corner. Out and around. Gently turning it around. Good. Not trying to go too far. Not trying to go too fast. But just allowing our head to rotate. Good. Nice and smooth. Feels really good. Very good. Not thinking about having my shoulders too tight or raising them as I do this. I'm just gently rotating my neck around. Good. One more time, hey. One more. Good. Very good. Okay, so let's work on our feet here, if that makes any sense. Let's have our knees directly above our ankles. If you need to hold your counter, please do so. Proper footing is very helpful during this. Just make sure you're secure and safe. We're thinking about pushing our toes down and then pulling our toes up. I want you to think about contracting the back side of your calf muscle and then contracting the front side of it, the one that pulls up your toes. Obviously, your toes most likely will go higher than, or your heels will go higher than your toes, but we're just trying to open our heels up and our ankles up through a range of motion. Good. Good. Very good. Nice and smooth. Good. Feels real good. Gently pushing down. Gently pushing down. Good. One more. Bam. I'm going to raise my toes up one more time. Very good. Hopefully we can feel the front and the backs of our calves. We're going to get these water bottles in here now. This is the progression over the next few weeks of our calf raises. We started last week with just normal calf raises. So today we're going to set some water bottles on there, and we're just going to do some calf raises nice and smooth and contract those calves. Now that our ankles open a little bit more since we did those first, this should go a little bit better. We do really want to strengthen our ankles and our feet, so when we do stand up, we have more balance and stability. Nice and smooth. Good. Not thinking about pushing down too much during this, but I'm just allowing extra weight on my calves to strengthen it. Good. Very good. Feels good. Very good. Okay, so now we're just gripping some water bottles, but we want to try to open them. Let's work on our hand strength now. So we're taking our fingers and we're wrapping it around this rubber band, and I'm going to gently expand my hand and let it go back to normal, and I'm going to expand it again. I did wrap my other finger around the rubber band to make it a titch more tight. That's just because I want to challenge myself a little bit more. You could just start with a rubber band. That would be okay. You don't need anything crazy, you know? Good. About one more. Bam. Okay, so now I'm wrapping it around my other hand, and I'm just expanding it out gently and letting it go back. I'm thinking about pushing my fingers out and opening my hand as I do that. Notice that my hand isn't opening all the way. I'm just working on that grip right there. Hold the back part of the grip. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my cane again. I'm going to hold it underhand this time, about shoulder width apart. I'm going to make a 90-degree bend with my elbows, and I'm going to bring it up to about my chin level here. And now I'm just going to raise this cane up to about the top of my head and come down very gently. As I do this, I'm going to brace my core, and I'm thinking about holding my chest upright. And the main thing I'm thinking about is just pushing my elbows up and let my elbows fall down then. Elbows up, elbows down, very gently, nice and smooth. If it's too hard to go up this high, maybe you start down here, mid-chest, chin level. Nice and smooth. Thought doesn't change. Still thinking about pushing the elbows up and letting the elbows go down. Good. Very good. We're moving, aren't we? Very good. Good. Let's set this down. That's one time through. Let's see if we keep on moving and doing better this time here. I'm going to get these water bottles. Kind of think this one's open a little bit, but what the hey. So I'm going to hold them about 40%, and I'm going to just extend my leg out, and instead of going faster, I'm going to go smoother this time through this. I'm bracing my core. I'm in between two cabinets, so I'm in a safe place, and I'm gently just curling the water bottles up and kicking my foot out and down like it's the end of a windshield wiper. Nice and smooth. Both the water bottle and the foot are the end of a windshield wiper in your mind. Nice and smooth. Contract at the top, contract, and let down. Good. Very good. Keep on moving. Good. Very good. Set these down. For now, we're going to grab this cane. I'm going to grab it about shoulder width apart here, maybe a little bit wider. Overhand for this one. I'm going to turn I want to say this is a crook, but I'm not all the way sure. I'm going to turn it out, and I'm just going to kind of rotate. And I'm going to kind of not rotate as much as I did last time, just to hold this position. You don't have to overly lock your arms. You can kind of just hold them in front, extend it out about belly button height. There we go. Good. Gently rotating through my core. Very good. Nice and smooth. Very good. Can really feel this one in my core this time. Great. Okay, so I'm sitting forward in my chair, and I'm thinking about holding my head up, and during the process of this, I'm not trying to tilt my head at all. I'm just thinking about turning my nose around a corner. There, if that makes any sense. Good. If you can't turn it all the way, don't turn it all the way, and let's start where we can, you know. Doesn't have to be too far. Doesn't have to be extremely hard or anything like that. We just want to rotate these muscles that their job is to rotate. So gently think about turning to the left and then to the right. And as I do this, I can feel the muscles on the side of my neck working. Feels very good. Good. A few more. We're going to do a few more. Very good. One more to the center then. Great. That one felt better. Hopefully it did for you as well. Okay, so we're thinking about our knees being directly over our ankles. And then we're just pushing our knees, or our toes down, sorry. And then we're pulling our toes up. And we're just going to kind of rock back and forth between this gently now. And I'm thinking about contracting up and then pushing down. Good. Contracting up, pushing down. Don't push down too much because we got the water bottles coming up next. Good. Up, down. One more. Up, down. Great job. Let's grab these water bottles in here. Let's think about setting them on your knees. And let's just contract our toes down and our calves up. Let's contract these muscles right here. Maybe they contract all the way when your feet aren't all the way up. That's okay. Let's just think about going up and down with them. Try not to overly rock with it like this here. Let's brace ourselves and allow them to do their own independent jobs together, if that makes any sense. Because they do independent work like this, and then we can do them together. So let's really focus on allowing this to do its job and bracing and holding our upper body as well. Good. Nice and smooth. Good. Very good. Good. Okay. So now we're bringing in that rubber band again. I'm going to start on my right side. And I'm just going to hold it out for a brief second. Let it come back in and then hold it out. Good. I'm going to go slower through this one to allow tension to build onto my hand. So it creates more stability and strength. As we age, our hands weaken. So we want to try to help them from weakening. Nice and smooth. Good. One more. Very good. And then we're just expanding out. Nice and smooth. This is my weaker hand, so I like to do a little bit more with it to try to catch it up. If you don't have a weaker hand, that's great. We don't want to do too many of these and wear ourselves out right away, if that makes any sense. Good. I'm going to do 2 more, I believe. Never know what's going to happen. There we go. You did great. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.